Good Friday morning. It is Friday, right? Hey, Pepper, Carla, Bombshell, Angelina M. Jackson, Puss in Boots. Look, I never go live in the morning, ever. Uh, so I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't realize that lives in the morning were so popular. There's like 4 or 5 people live right now, I think. But either way, if you're not here, you can catch it on the replay, or maybe you're just not interested. But I would appreciate a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Just thought I would touch on some things that are going on here on YouTube. A little bit of hypocrisy. Thought I'd also talk a little bit about real life. So, like I said, good morning, folks. Glad the ones that are in here could join me. Hope others come in, but if they don't, I totally understand. So, I know I have a stupid title. According to Ash274, I have a stupid title. I'm sorry, Ash. I titled it early this morning and I wasn't on top of my game. I'll retitle it later, though, just so, well, it makes you feel better. So I saw where Stephanie Brown was going live at the same time as me, so I changed mine. And I saw her thumbnail, which was obviously going to be talking about Tiffany. So I'm going to touch on Tiffany for a minute. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to talk about Tiffany and Q Carlock and that whole situation. And the reason that I'm not going to talk on it is because I don't know that much about it. But I know more than you do, Stephanie. Stephanie Brown. Hey, Rep Ash. Yeah, it's kind of early for you. So I'm not going to speak on it because, like I said, I don't know that much about it. But I do know more than Stephanie Brown knows. Hey, Nika Crafts. And what I know is there's good people in this community that didn't feel comfortable once they donated to that particular fundraiser and they took steps to correct it. Okay? That's what I know. And I know other things, but like I said, I'm not going to speak on it. Because not my circus, not my monkeys. So the other night, I'm sure most people watched the back and forth between, we'll just call them the ponies since they like that, and RDA or Steph and Rex. Not really RDA, but Steph and Rex. I know I did. I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Exactly, Puss in Boots. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I lurked. Hey, Barnyard. So here's my thing. Okay. I think it's well known in this community that I don't like Steph, and Steph doesn't like me. Not Steph Brown. I'm talking about Steph. Just plain old Steph. And hey, brown eyed girl, you have a good weekend too. But Steph doesn't like me, okay? I don't like Steph. No secret there. Rex doesn't like me. I don't like Rex. No secret there. I think Rex says some of the most off-colored shit I've ever heard. But guess what? I don't have to watch Rex. Just like I don't have to watch Steph. But when Steph was going at me, the same people that are now fighting with Steph thought it was funny as hell. I just saw Ash274 write in a comment section or in a chat where she basically was wishing Tiffany would step out in front of a bus. Hey, Shauna. I know, CC Ryder. Is that really even anything different? Any more disgusting than what Rex says? I mean, seriously. Hey, Ageless Beauty. I mean, ugly is ugly. It doesn't matter who's saying it. If I'm saying something ugly, then it's freaking ugly. But like I said, I have since found out that it wasn't always Steph that wanted to go at me. Good morning, Ganja. That it was others cheering her on. Oh, I totally agree, Beth. It was others cheering her on as well. And as long as it was me or somebody they didn't like, good morning, Rel. Haven't caught up on your whole series. For whatever reason, that girl's kind of boring me. But I'm watching them. Guys, if you want to hear from straight from the inmate's mouth, go over and sub up to Real World Podcast. I have to be honest with you. I've gotten to the point. Yeah, remember the flack 180 got for saying that to Mandy Bell? Yes. Yes. I mean, 180 at one time offered to send me the virus in a box with a bow. Have I moved on? Yes, I do, Republican Ash. Have I moved on? Yes, I have. I've moved on from the dancing hernia because, well, let's just face it. The hernia is something, it's a part of me. I can't change it. It is what it is. I'm tired of freaking out over it. I can't wait for the next one, Real World. But it seems like as long as certain people, hey, Ginger Locks, as long as certain people are going after people that they don't like, it's all cool. But when it falls apart, then it's just ugly and disgusting and whatever. Hey, Bailey Vex. Let me ask you all something, okay? When people go at addiction, let's say addiction on here, because I'm going to talk about this here in a minute. And I'm not really watching chat. I'm not being rude. I'm just not watching chat. But when people go for addiction, they're not just hurting the addict or the recovering addict. They're hurting people that have lost their children to addiction. They're hurting people like me, parents of an addict who have for 17 years laid awake at night waiting for that phone call. And it doesn't matter who you are. Now, when you go at somebody about mental illness, you're not just hurting the person that you're calling mentally ill, who may very well be mentally ill, but you're hurting people who've had people in their lives and still do. Exactly, Beth. Hey, Johnny. God is good. I'm grateful for everything I have, not money. I mean, me and my brother were just talking about that, Ageless Beauty. So that so many people don't realize how rich they really are. But we'll get into that later because I'm one of them. I have no problem admitting my flaws. Hey, Wildflower. But it's like calling somebody a pedo. And I've done it. I went at Trisha about the guy in her chat, but I know she's not a supporter of that. Just like I know Stephanie Brown's not. But do we remember when Wendy was sitting over in her live stream calling anybody and everybody that was on the other side, whatever that means, pedo supporters? Thank you, Bailey Vex. Welcome. But we all knew we weren't. That's true. That's true, Rel. Just like we all know that people on here have not killed their husbands or they would be locked away. Just like we know that people on here don't celebrate the loss of their child. But let's face it, as human beings on YouTube, we go for the lowest point. We go where it hurts. If you want to go at a man, you go at his manhood. If you want to go at a woman, you go at her looks. And the absolutely worst thing you could do is go after someone's relative, dead or alive. Because when it comes right down to it, family's all you got. Family's where it's at. So I know, Rel. I know. That's why I told you from the get-go, get the hell out. Not that you can't be ruthless, because I've seen your ruthless side, but I told you from the get-go, get out. Get out and do your thing. And you have. And it's very interesting. Like I said, if you want to hear from the inmates, go over to Rel's and watch his they're sort of like podcast. Well, I guess they are a podcast. It's Rel speaking to the inmate. But it seems like as long as people are going at people that we don't like, then it's okay. But as soon as it's turned around on them, then it sucks. Okay, I got to admit, the Molly Go Lightly, camel toe, knuckle, moose knuckles, whatever. It was funny for a minute. Would I take a picture of it and use it as my thumbnail? No, because guess what? Hey, Dova, if I went out into public and there was a woman with leggings on and she had a moose knuckle or a camel toe, I would not snap a picture of it and put it on my wall at home. And that's where I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get to be me, the same me on here that I am on the outside world. You know, by the same token, if I was out in public and I had leggings on and I had a camel toe, I wouldn't want anybody snapping a picture of it. I mean, I don't care if they whisper behind my back, check out that old chick, she's got a camel toe. But I'm sure that wouldn't be what they would notice. They would notice my giant hernia. Just like people on here have gone at. But now that things have fallen apart between Steph and the ponies and other people, you know, I hear people talking about people caught in the middle and how hurt they are. I believe Stephanie Brown talked about it earlier. But then in the same breath, she said she can't wait until Tiffany and Molly fall out because it's going to be epic. I know, my giant dancing hernia. I know. I might get a picture of it and hang it on the wall. Joking. It doesn't go with my decor. It's okay, Lolly. It's okay. It's okay. She's starting to have those little fits more and more. But she said, back to Stephanie Brown said it's going to be epic when Tiffany and Molly fall out. Well, what's any different then about, yeah, people will go low for the donos. But what's any different about the people that are going to be hurt in the crossfires of that? What's the difference? You know, it's like that meme that got pulled out of someone's Discord. Okay, I can tell you that how I would have handled that. First of all, as the Discord owner, they might not have even seen it. Hey, Miss Dorky. Because when I wake up in the morning and there's 157 messages out of a Discord, I do not go back and read all of them. But if that was a friend of mine, hello, Amber K, I would have gone to the Discord owner who may not have even seen it or a mod and asked them to delete it. But I would have also gone to my friend behind the scenes and said, hey, I just saw this meme in a Discord, so that that person knew where they stood. Oh, I've given her CBD oil. We'll get into that in a minute. So that that person knew where they stood with a certain group of people in a particular Discord. That's how I would have handled it. And like I said, the Discord owner may not have even seen the meme. I ain't ignoring y'all. I'm just, if I get to read and chat, then I get distracted. Hey, Sergeant Blackrock. So that's how I would have handled that. Okay. We've all had memes made of us. Come on. Yes. Yes, Kimmy P. Just like that. I didn't even know it was in there. As soon as I knew it was in there, it was immediately removed. Just like that. But the difference is the meme made about this person was ugly and meant to be hurtful. And what was dropped in my Discord was actually messages between the person that dropped it and the people that they were of. But yes, Kimmy P, just like that. Good morning, Sunnyside. Hey, Samara. So I don't know how long the meme sat in the Discord. I don't know. I just know how I would have handled it. And like I said, when I wake up and there's 157 notifications in a Discord, I don't go back and read all that. I don't go back and read all that. I'm not gonna. It's, you know, it's just, I'm not gonna. Good morning, LaDonna. You're never going to hear me sit up here and say that I haven't gone low, because I have. Yes, Kimmy P, I agree with you 100%. And that's not often that I agree with Kimmy P, but I agree with what she's saying. And the only one to blame for that meme is the person that made it. I mean, let's face it. I mean, put it where it belongs. The person that made the damn meme has to own it. And maybe they have, maybe they've talked to this person behind the scenes and, cleared everything up. But it's just, once again, where if you don't like the person, it's all cool and funny until shit falls apart, and then all of a sudden it's off-putting. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it. When Steph was going at me, not Stephanie Brown, but Steph, when Steph was going at me, everybody thought it was freaking hilarious. Everybody that don't like me thought it was freaking hilarious. But now it's not so funny anymore. I know she was relentless. Nah, Steph, I don't like to hear my own voice. So, Stephanie Brown, so please don't. Just because I have such a, what's Rex or Ross always tells me to do, go eat another cigarette. I hate hearing my own voice. I don't even know what happened between me and you, Stephanie Brown. I mean, we ain't never been the best of buds, but we've always been able to communicate. And I don't even know where that went south. But it's okay, because it's YouTube. If you were my friend in real life and it went south, then I would probably be concerned and want to know what happened. Well, and I did. I took the hernia stuff very personal because it's something that really bothers me. But I'm to the point that I can't change it. I can't change it. It's a part of me. No doctor wants to work on it. So it is what it is. And I'm sure everybody on here has something on their body, not a hernia, but something about their body or their self-image that they don't like. Hey, your main girl, Lisa Jones. I agree. People should speak up, but it's not going to happen. Hey, Aratria. Happy Friday to you. I'm just letting main girl and Not Main Girl, but Amber K and Barnyard go at it because I don't know what they're talking about. Why am I always blocked on your damn channel? Well, I don't know because I see you. I don't know why you would be blocked because I see you. I don't know who you are other than your worst nightmare. I always have a lot of people come to me and say, why am I blocked? I don't know why you're blocked. I don't block anybody. I don't agree with real life. I personally can sit here and say, I have never gone real life on anybody on YouTube. I did something once years and years ago. This is no shit. And in my opinion, it was so horrible. And I have asked God for forgiveness since the day I did that. And I continue to ask for forgiveness. But I went real life. No, I didn't call the cops on somebody. No, I didn't call CPS on somebody. The time I called CPS on somebody, I stand by that. That child is out of danger. So I stand by that. But what I did was so cruel to somebody. This was long before YouTube. That still to this day, I have guilt about it. Pepper, do you have a wrench? Okay. So you have a similar sin? Well, let's just hope God forgives us. And I didn't physically hurt somebody. I didn't, affect their life to the point that the next day they were affected. But what I did, and I don't ever tell anybody about it except God. And I'm going to leave it at that. I just pray hey, blank slate, he forgives me. But when people are on here saying some of the shit they say, do they stop and think, yeah, DM Amber K. Amber K is willing to talk to you. See, I think the biggest part of people's problem with Amber K is it doesn't matter who you are. If she thinks you're wrong, she'll say it. And I think that pisses people off because I don't think she rolls with the clique. But there's no need to fight about it. My whole point was, the whole pedo thing. Come on. Stephanie Brown's not a pedo. Come on. Bombshell's not a pedo. TNT's not a pedo supporter. Okay, your worst nightmare. I don't know any, but we all got called one when Molly had some dude up on her panel. If there's one thing I've learned to do, though, is I've learned to laugh at YouTube. When I was watching that back and forth the other night between Stephanie Brown and Mandolin, Hello Starlight, I don't even know who all was on. I don't think Batty was on the panel, but she could have been. And Steph and Rex's stream. Yeah, it is always funny until it's you. Exactly. But now I've even gotten to the point, full on hypocrisy, that I even laugh when it's about me, because my life is so crazy right now. I agree with you, your worst nightmare. Going real life is not cool. I totally agree with you, but I don't know. I don't know how to stop it. I don't, you know, I've never done it. I can only take responsibility for what I've done. And I'm still repenting over something I did when I was 21, 22. That word needs to, I agree, Shauna. I totally agree. But there's things said on here that are just ridiculous. You know, we know people didn't kill their husbands. Now, when I was called a racist, because I did get on a panel and I did say racist shit, and it really, really bothered me. So I got up the next day and I did an apology stream, and I've apologized 100 times since then. That hurt, because I'm not. But then I finally sat back and said, after talking to my nephew-in-law, you know what? I'm not one of these people. I'm not a racist. So why am I going to let this shit bother me? You know, Diane firmly believes she's not a scammer. She firmly believes. Now, Amber K, I agree with you there. I didn't agree with the real life shit on Diane either. I didn't, because, well, real life is real life, and it doesn't matter if it's Laura, if it's Diane, if it's me, if it's Amanda Lynn, if it's Tiffany Marie. Real life is real life, and it shouldn't be done. Hey, Zam. I got to agree with Amber on this, you know, and trust me, Amber gets on my last nerve sometimes. Just kidding, Amber. But real life on anyone is wrong. It doesn't matter who they are. It shouldn't be done against Stephanie Brown. It shouldn't be done against Steph. It shouldn't be done against Starlight. It shouldn't be done against, nobody's real life should be dug into. You're right. I'm not kidding, but I'm trying to keep this stream fairly friendly. Okay, hounds. You know, makeup mobster. You know, it's bullshit. Why does anybody want to affect somebody's income or affect their children, or unless you see real abuse? Then I don't know why anybody would call to mess with somebody's kids, or to mess with their housing, or to mess with their utilities, or I don't get it. I feel it's something you wouldn't do face to face with a person, then you shouldn't do it here. Some talk real brave and cocky behind a keyboard. Why waste time? Hate. Rainy, see, very good point. Very good point. And I'm going to bring that up because of, like I said before, if you saw a woman out in the middle of the streets with the camel toe, you might whisper, pss, 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 pss. Hey, Nitty C. You know, you might whisper to your girlfriend or whatever, but you're not going to snap a picture of it and hang it on your wall at home. So why would you do it on YouTube? The same way with someone. Okay, let me tell you a story. When me and my sister first moved to Florida, we were on the West Coast in a little town called Newport Richey. Okay. And we finally found this house in a neighborhood. And up the street was this beautiful pink house with gates and everything. I mean, these big, beautiful black gates. And yes, pink is really popular in Florida. So it was a pink house. Well, after we done moved in and everything, come to find out that pink house was for adults with mental illness. We didn't know that when we moved in there. I don't know that it would have changed anything. But there was this one lady. See, some of them got like free time where they could go out and walk and, you know, walk the neighborhood, or I guess they could go to the store or meet up with their families or whatever. I don't know. Hey, Lisa 54. Hey, guys, Lisa 54's waiting on a grandbaby like right now. So there was this one lady, okay, obviously mentally ill. And every time me and my sister would get out of the car to carry groceries in or whatever, I agree, full on hypocrisy. I agree. And if this one lady was out walking, it's okay, Amber K. I'm not even really watching chat. I'm one of those rude creators that don't watch their chat very close. But this one lady would be out walking. Hello, Mike Vincent. And she would do and say some of the craziest shit to me and my sister. Like one day I thought she was going to jump on the hood of the car like a spider monkey. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't get out of the car and argue with her. I just didn't do it. I wouldn't do it now. If I was walking down the street and somebody was talking to themselves and acting as if they're, hey, mommy of three, you know, they're, and I don't want to be mean when I say this, but if they're obviously mentally ill, I'm not going to confront that. I'm not going to. Yes, a baby is coming for Lisa 54. I told you, feed that girl White Castle. She will have that baby. But I'm not going to confront that. I'm not going to make fun of that person. I'm probably going to say, God help them, and move along. And probably move along quite quickly. It's no coincidence. It's always the same people that take turns being the bully than the victim. You have a good one too, Sergeant Blackrock. It's always good to see you. Oh, was saying have a lots of shenanigans. Ooh, I ain't getting in there. I ain't getting into that. But that's how I feel about the mental illness on here. People have lost children to mental illness. People have lost children to drug addiction. This world is going through a crazy time. So now let me explain quickly why my anxiety is off the charts. I took Lolly back to the vet. And what does he give me? The same exact medicine that I called 2 weeks and asked for. I was livid. And he knew I was livid. But he's so good looking, it's hard to stay mad at him. He's just a really good looking dude. And I think he's a good vet. I really do. He takes his time with her. He talks to me, but, he always, he's very thorough, but he gave me the exact same medicine that I asked for because it was actually working. Yeah, Stephanie Brown, I don't have any hard feelings towards you either. So yeah, I'm willing to let it in the past. I mean, I don't even know where we went south. To be honest with you, there's really very few people on here that I do dislike. And I told him that, Amber Kay. I said, look, I would love to come in here and stare at you every 2 weeks. Not that he would throw me a second glance, and he has a very nice wedding ring on his finger. But I don't have the money. Why couldn't you just call in the damn medicine that I asked for 2 weeks ago? She wouldn't be back in the shape that she's in. So, thank God my therapist and psychiatrist has put me on medicine. Because my anxiety is off the charts. I'm going to do a live Sunday, okay? And you're all going to get a good look of about 600 pounds of dog. You know how that's going to happen? Because my sister and her wife and their 2 mastiffs are coming here to stay until they're moving from Florida back home to the Midwest. I think I'm Midwest. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. I'm in Indiana. Now, keep in mind, we have 1 mastiff here. Minnie, go to work. So every day I have to run a dust mop, okay, just because of dog hair. Lolly is a non-shedding dog. But Sunday, when I do my live, you're all going to get a picture of about 600 pounds of dog. So I'm really, really anxiety ridden over this. My cousin raises Newfoundlands in Texas. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret I haven't told anybody because I didn't want it used as YouTube fodder. But we all know that my son came back from Florida right about this time last year. And he had a warrant for his arrest. So he decided to turn himself in and do his time to get the warrant lifted. Well, he's getting out in a couple days. Now, he can't come here, but he is my son. And regardless of what anybody says, I'm going to find a way to help him. Are you anywhere close to the Amaya Robertson happenings? No, Raina, but the little boy that was just found in a field in Corden, Indiana, or Harrison County, Indiana, I'm right close to that. Oh, Christmas list scammer. Can you not be a little more joyous? All I did was bury the hatchet between me and Stephanie Brown. Does that really bother you that much? It doesn't mean that somewhere down the road that me and Stephanie Brown won't have problems again. But for now, does it really bother you that much that me and Stephanie Brown decided to let dumb shit go? Come on. Come on. So, yeah, we just moved on. So, my son is getting out. You know, he turned himself in, he completed his time. So, he will be getting out at about midnight Monday into Tuesday. So, we'll say Tuesday. And I've made an arrangement for him to stay here for that night. After that, I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but I'm going to help him. Because I'm not just going to turn him loose on the streets in the middle of November and tell him to fend for himself. I know some people would say, do that. That's tough love. He got himself into this mess. But I don't want to see him go back to where he was. He's been clean and sober for a year. And I'm not going to just turn him loose and say, well, figure it out, son, because then what is there to turn to? The streets and dope. And I'm done with that life. Although I've never been the addict, I've walked the journey with him for 17 years. Sometimes I even carried him. But I have figured out that I can't carry him. You know, there's the 3 C's when it comes to addiction. And you can also include it in life, in friendships, in everything else. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And I can't cure it. But as it stands, he has a year's sobriety. And I know he hasn't been using in jail because he hasn't been begging for money. I know when he's been in jail before that he was always asking for money. This time, it's not been happening. The homeless shelters here are so full, rainy, and with winter coming on, they're probably going to be hanging out the white flags. I mean, I'll figure out something. I will figure out something to do with my son. You know, he can't come here because he broke the rules. And this is my brother's home. And Chance knows that. He has no animosity against my brother. But he broke the rules. When he first came here, the number 1 rule is you can't use while living under my roof. And he broke that rule. He went back to using. And I'm not going to ask my brother to bend his rules for Chance. And Chance totally gets it. Recovering addicts get all of my respect. I totally agree, Shauna. Thank you, Republican Ash. Tawanda says the truth. I'm at work. I want to be very clear to everyone that it was my choice to pull out of the reward marathon, get a refund, and send my money to Civis Bank. Tiffany had nothing to do with it. It was my choice. Tawanda, I think there's several people in your predicament. But like I said, I'm not going to touch on that because I don't know enough about it. I do know more than some people do know about it. And you were also called uncaring, Tawanda, and we all know that's not true. So if anybody in this community has reached out and touched people and helped people, it's Tawanda. So I know, Amber K, my streams are always confusing because they never stay on the same topic. I haven't been diagnosed with ADD, but I probably do have it. Everybody is redeemable, and guess what? No one is disposable. I've always lived my life that human beings are not disposable. Yes, all fundraisers should be totally transparent. We all know this. We've been down this road, even though Diane was not a fundraiser. So, Diane, I don't need a live stream. Sunnyside got deleted? No. Sunnyside's one of my favorites. By the way, I have somebody that loves me behind the scenes, and she joined my Patreon, and I'm not going to mention her name. I never have. But, oh, is Amanda Lynn in here? Hello, Courtney. I don't know. Is somebody pocket modding? I don't know. I mentioned the other day that society throws away many valuable people. That's a sad thing. Addiction does not discriminate. I've seen from homeless to doctors and lawyers. Very true, Bailey Vex. Very true. But I was reading a message. Sorry. Oh, well, I missed Amanda Lynn's comment. My sister went to a voluntary halfway house after her release, and she's doing well. Is there any chance for something like that? I'm on the lookout, Amanda Lynn. Thank you. But I also want him to put forth some of the work. I don't think it's appreciated. I don't think anything is appreciated when it's just given to you. I just don't. And I've given and given and given so much, and he hasn't appreciated it. So I think he needs to put towards some of the work. So yes, he will come and stay here Tuesday. My brother, who just has a heart the size of Texas, but will not bend his rules, and I don't blame him. Hello, Jessie Cat. Jessie Cat, Jessie Cat. What is that? What was the cat song from Friends? So he and I will sit down Wednesday and together we'll figure it out. My brother said he can do some work around here to put some money in his pocket until he gets a job. Smelly cat. Okay, never mind, Jessie Cat. Uh, and Amanda Lynn, I'm happy for your sister. I really am. I'm happy for anybody that's in recovery and is maintaining it. But he's going to work for it too. I'm not going to sit and main girl, are you pocket modding or something? Where you at, main girl? Because I know she works her ass off. So sometimes people put their phone in their pocket or something and hit buttons, and I know main girl, she wouldn't just delete just anything. So maybe somebody can message her for me. Hey, person messaging me, can you message main girl? DM her in Discord. Thank you very much, Kimmy P. Boob modding is prevalent too. Yes, it is. There's been a lot of boob modding on here. You know what happens to me? I get scared if I'm lurking in somebody's stream and I don't want them to know I'm there. And they don't have it on subscribers only or whatever. And I put my phone in my pocket while I'm doing dishes or something like that. I'm scared I'll accidentally, thank you, Puss in Boots, I'll accidentally type in their chat and I'll get busted. Now, Ageless Beauty was timed out. Hang in there, Ageless Beauty. Yeah, busted the house. Yes, because I'm lurking. I don't want nobody to know I'm in there. But I'm scared to death to put my phone in my pocket or something because I just know I'm going to end up typing something and somebody's going to be like, always watching. Which really, guys, I got to be honest with you. I'm not always watching. I'm in bed by 8 o'clock through the week. You might get me till 11 on the weekends. Now, Dova was timed out. Main girl, what is going on with you? Somebody check and see if she's okay. You too, BC Bud. No, Badger, you're not blocked. Well, I can tell you right now, these people that have 6, 7, 8 hour streams, there's nothing that can keep my attention for 6 or 7 or 8 hours. Nothing. It's funny when people tag their own name because they got mixed up with their troll account. Now, Aratria was timed out. What the hell? Hold on, guys. I don't even know how to take her wrench because I don't see her. Just until we've girl, where the hell are you? Our trio was an accident. Come back. Come back. Amber Case says I'm next. Oh, hell. Control your mods. I just know Main Girl, and she wouldn't do this. So something's going on. I hope she's okay. It is an accident. Maybe she fell asleep. She's probably working. And she probably has her phone in her pocket. Well, if you get timed out, I'm sorry. Go take a smoke break or something. You guys know me. I don't stay on for longer than an hour, anyways. Just blame Badger. Okay, no problem. There she is. We knew you wouldn't be doing that on purpose, Main Girl. You know what? I always start out every live stream with a topic in my head that I'm going to get on and stay on. And it never happens. That's why I'm such a bad dragger. I can't get on a stream and drag because I get, well, number one, there's a lot of the words, I don't even know what they mean. It's when people say I'm on here and they're being drugged. But I suck at it because then I get to talking about something else. I've gone from mental illness to it's all fun and games until it happens to you, to 600 pounds worth of dog, to how sexy my vet is, but Lolly's still itchy and flaky. The truth, go to the local church where I live and help people in recovery. The church is for the broken, not the perfect. That's exactly true, Ageless Beauty. The church is for the broken. Oh God, the mock trial. Well, I don't know. And let me tell you why. Because something has come up with that case. I can probably get the link to it, but additional testing has been approved for Darley's case. And I mean, a lot of additional testing. Fingerprints in blood that haven't been identified for 20-something, 25 years now. The 4th of never. There's just so much that's come up with it since the Innocence Project has taken it over. I mean, there's so many items being retested after 25 years or more that I don't even know if we could do a fair mock trial until these test results come out. We can do a mock trial about somebody else if you want to have a case. Do you have a case you're particularly interested in, Amber K? Because I will brush up on it, and you and I will go toe to toe. You could be the defense or the prosecutor. Does that mean she won't get executed? It's on pause. Yeah, she's been on pause. No, Dope. No, Dope. Main girl came in and apologized. She was pocket modding. Yeah, think about it. Think about it, Amber K. No, she's still in her. She hasn't even gone to her federal appeals yet. The federal appeals sent it back to state. If you get timed out, Tracy will probably end the live before you can type again. So that's true, Ardria. Because you all know I don't. Oh, did Amber just say let's take a vote? Did you all hear? Oh my God, it is so. I need to do some research. Does it need to be one that is guilty, could be innocent, or someone who got off but should be in jail? Either way, send me what you send me. You don't even have to tell me. I mean, I'll know whether you want to be the prosecutor or the defense. But it would be better if it was a case that we disagree on. But listen, did you all hear the other day? Think about it, Amber K. Let me know, because I know you can come up with some good ideas. The case the other day about the 3 siblings. What in the hell is wrong with the people in Houston? Now, I'm sorry. This case sends me over the edge. 3 kids living in an apartment, abandoned. The oldest being 15. The neighbors give the 15-year-old food on occasion. But their sibling is laying next to them for a year, decomposing. So there was originally 4 children. Exactly, Amber K. Not only did somebody not smell it, but if you live in an apartment complex and you constantly see a hungry 15-year-old, do you not investigate that? That pisses me off. Google it, Jessie Cat. Just put in the keywords. That's where see something, say something should come into play. Not all these bogus CPS calls that go on around here. Those are children that really, really needed help. And I've got news for you. If a child was coming to my door hungry, and I'm sorry if any of the neighbors are listening, which I doubt they are, but if you are, shame on you. How were they found? I'm trying to think now. The 15-year-old. I found out they had another apartment 15 minutes away. That's where the mother and the boyfriend were staying. Because the boyfriend's now been charged with murder. Yes, the 15-year-old finally called 911. I believe the 911 call was released too. And me too, Dova. I'm nosy too. I ain't gonna lie. That's where the mom and the boyfriend were living. While 4 children, 1 deceased, who has been dead for over a year, is right next to his siblings. What the hell is wrong with this world? When people want to pick up the phone and make phony CPS calls on people, but yet they don't want to pick up the phone when something like that is going on. Shauna, it's such a tragedy. When are people going to realize that the children of this world are our future? What are we teaching our kids? That they're throwaway, that they're disposable, that they're punching bags. I'm telling you, it really pisses me off, you all. I don't know, Courtney. Maybe because he was threatened. Maybe he saw what happened to his little brother. Maybe it got to the point that he couldn't feed the other 2 any longer. You know, maybe he thought he was going to be taken away from his siblings. I'm telling you, when I read about this case, it sent me over the freaking edge. And when there comes to vigilante justice, this is where I would step in. We talked about the death penalty not too long ago, and I'm wishy-washy on the death penalty because I hold the courts to a higher standard than the law does when it comes to the death penalty. I think it needs to it has to go beyond a reasonable doubt. It just so happens the law doesn't agree with me. But in this case, I would have no problem. Sorry, LaDonna, I should have put a trigger warning. Yes, hug your children. I would have no problem in this case doing vigilante justice on these 2 worthless sacks of crap that lived in an apartment 15 minutes away while these children sat in this apartment, not only died, but starved, deprived of an education. Oh my God, oh my God. They do need to suffer for what they did. You're right, Wildflower. They should go to prison for the rest of their lives. And all those kids' pictures. See, I said this about Susan Smith, too. Susan Smith should have to sit in her cell daily and look at pictures of Michael and Alex on the daily. So maybe I kind of am into torturing people. Just when did we get to a society that children are? The judge recused himself from the case. I didn't know that. I'll have to go look. But, okay, guys, I'm 56 years old. I'll be 57 here in a little while. But we didn't hear about this growing up. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm sure there was abuse behind closed doors when we were growing up. But the cases on a daily basis that's happening now is just unbelievable. Why did he recuse himself, main girl? Do you know? Mike says any crime involving harm to children should be handled with vigilante justice. I don't usually promote vigilante justice, but this case really does have me upset. The truth. There is another case where a YouTuber left her 6-year-old little girl home alone for 6 days. Oh, Samara, no. I'm going to have to Google that one too. See, I got things I got to get done today, and you're all going to throw me down rabbit holes. I have to prepare for another 400 pounds worth of dog. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my son. And yes, I'm going to help him. So for all of you tough lovers out there, I'm not saying your way is wrong, but it's my way. I'm doing it. I'm not just going to turn him loose on the streets in November in the cold and tell him good luck. It's not going to happen. If he turns to drugs again, that's when I'll walk away. Wait, she wasn't 6. She was younger. Wow, call me Frenchie. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It just boggles my mind. But that's going to put me in a very depressing place. And I haven't had my morning medicine yet. When I was a kid, I made friends with a new girl. She had brothers. Her youngest was small for his age. His mother told him to his face she hated him. Oh my God. Oh, no. You can't tell. Was that an accident, Pepper? Must have been. Um, yeah, I'm gonna help my kid. I don't care what anybody says. And if it doesn't work, it's on me. It's on him. I think I think so, Pepper. She said, what idiot doesn't help their son or child and your dog is 400 pounds? Uh, no, not my dog. My brother has one that's about 200 pounds, and my sister's coming with 2 that are $175, $190, something like that. So, but I do have to get things ready. Um, I have to, Dova. I have to go with my heart. 17 years still hasn't worked out that great for me. But, when they laid him in my arms 35 years ago, it was like, wow, I got a whole human that I got to do something with. And the number one thing I had to do, I know, Quinny, it was an accident. And the number one thing I have to do is to love him through thick and thin. That's the way I look at it. Pepper had a trigger finger. By the way, congratulations to the winners of the Halloween contest in Kiki and M's Discord. I didn't participate because everything I tried to make turned to shit. So, yeah, working he doesn't have a problem with. He's always been a hard worker. But I just feel like if I don't help him and he has to go back to those streets, what's going to be his number one thing? He's going to go back to what comforts him, which is drugs. So there will be a video later, per Pepper. I'm sure it'll be on Kiki's channel, maybe. Hey, Bombshell. Well, we've talked about everything from nuts to bolts here. As usual. And according to Ash274, my title is stupid. So maybe I'll change it now that I'm actually awake. And Ash, quit hoping that people step in front of a bus. That's just as gross as the shit that Rex says. I don't wish anybody here to step in front of a bus. Or I do wish some people would stump their toe really hard. Yeah, Dova. He and I are going to sit down and do that together because I'm not doing it for him. Did you like that, Ginger Locks? Yeah, there's several on here that sometimes I sit here and say, God, I wish he'd stump her toe so hard. But I never wish them dead. Oh, I do, but I never put it into the universe. Bad karma sucks. Yes, their pinky toe on the side table. And I hope you have a full cup of something in your hand and it spills. Nothing hot, though. I don't want you to get burnt. See, I'm a horrible person. I do have a melting pot of people. What did Mike say? Well, sometimes, Mike, you have those days, but I bet you didn't mean it. Hounds, enjoy your day. I bet you really meant, ooh, that does hurt like a mofo because I have real nails. Like when you go to open a car door handle and one of your nails snap. And like I said, I have real nails. So it's not like a fake tip comes off. It breaks my nail down to the quick. Well, not down to the quick, but you know, down to the below your fingertip. That hurts. Well, if you meant it, Mike. But yes, breaking a nail hurts like hell, especially when they're your nails. I know. I've done that before. Ripped it down to where it bled. It's like, oh. And then you got 9 more that are long and it's oddball. So you have to go back and clip all 9 of your other ones down low and start over. That happens to me about every 3 or 4 months. I saw that, Dova. But you know what I heard, Dova? I heard that after a wasp stings you, they die. I don't know if that's true. You might want to research it. So, really, was it, if it's true, was it your karma or was it the wasp karma? I don't know if it's true, but I heard that after a wasp stings, it dies. Yeah, I don't know why they call that the funny bone. There's nothing funny about that. When that happens, it freaking hurts. I never knew why they called that the funny bone, but it is what it is. So I'm pretty much staying out of the drama. Hello, Stop Animal Cruelty. I heard you got accused of something yesterday. Don't know if it's true. Oh, wasp live. Okay, Doba, it was your karma. It wasn't a wasp karma. I got bit by a horsefly one time. We were throwing horseshoes, and I felt it. Then I looked down, and my uh, calf was bleeding. Yeah, it made it blue. I don't know, of some troll channel. There's supposedly proof that you're a troll channel called Helen, and you used to be Helen Housekeeper or something. Bees die after stinging. Well, they shouldn't sting then. But I think we're in a bee shortage. So I'm trying not to kill them when they come around me because I think we're in a shortage. I heard somewhere we had a bee shortage. But then again, have you all seen the price of groceries? Maybe that's what I got bit by, Ginger Locks, because mine actually bled and left a scar. Bastard. Can you imagine those biting your horses? Ouch. Yes, Mike. I'm pretty sure we're in a bee shortage. Mosquitoes love me. You know, the only time I didn't get bit by mosquitoes is when I was doing chemotherapy. When, because, I'd go and sit in the chair for 4.5, 5 hours, and then I would wear the chemo. Yeah, you can hit me up in my email, Stop Animal Cruelty, or. It is what she said, Stephanie. I got the damn screenshot. See, here we go. Me and Stephanie just made amends. I've got the screenshot of what she said. It was right there in your chat. Oh, mosquitoes, yeah. They didn't get me when I was doing chemo. Show the screenshot. That's not what she said. Okay, well, I don't know how to show it, but I can send it because if I start touching buttons, I'm going to end up somewhere that. Hold on. You all were talking about Tiffany. Who the hell sent it to me? Hold on. Jesus, so Pete, who sent me the screenshot? Of what 274 said. It's okay, Lolly. It's okay. See, that's the noise she makes when she has one of those fits. Whoever sent the screenshot, middle finger. Stephanie, you wouldn't feel that way if it was somebody else saying it about you. If it was being said about somebody you like. I mean, why can't we just say turnabout's fair play around here? Stephanie, she did say it. I just have to find the freaking screenshot of who sent it to me. What the freak? The person messaging me from this behind the scenes. Do you know where I got that screenshot? Okay, this is what she said. I still hope she has an unfortunate meeting with a bus one day. That was in your chat. Well, I don't really want to put it as a community post, only because I ain't trying to call her out that hard. Okay, so she didn't say what you said earlier. That's all I had wanted to say. Good day. What did I say earlier? I said that Ask 274 hopes Tiffany gets hit by a bus. Is that not what this means? An unfortunate meeting with a bus one day. That's all. That's all I said. Okay, so she didn't say what, Stephanie? Okay, you please explain to me the difference between I hope Tiffany gets run over by a bus and I still hope she has an unfortunate meeting with the bus one day. Could you tell me the difference? This will get several lives for donos. Good. I hope they rake it in. It's Christmas time. Well, okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound upset. But can you tell me the difference between what I said and what the actual screenshot says? She could have meant a bus splashed her with mud. Okay. You run with that, Stephanie. You run with that. To me, I don't care either way. I was proving a point. And the point is, shitty shit gets said about people all the time. So it just seems to hurt more when it's you. If Tiffany would have said the exact same thing, exactly, main girl, the outrage would be out of this world. I mean, look at the Dunkin' Donuts situation. Yes, she called somebody a black bitch. Shame on you, Tiffany. She had a Karen moment. That doesn't make her a racist. Now let's go back to being nice to each other. Bye, Stephanie. But I mean, my God. And she didn't throw a hot cup of coffee at the Dunkin' Donuts worker. She threw an empty cup. But the Dunkin' Donuts story's been rolling right along. But either way, like I said, I didn't lie. I said what 274 said. We all know what she meant. Stop wishing harm on others. If you want to call somebody fat or ugly or... I'm not making excuses for her. What she said to that lady was horrible. But I'm also not going to let people sit and lie about it. And she shouldn't have called her a black bitch. But why does it have to be made even worse than what it was? I'm not defending her. I'm just saying. Trust me, I'm not defending Tiffany because Tiffany has told me a dozen times not to defend her. We've all said mean things. I mean, if anybody, I don't know. I don't know. What she said was wrong, but to turn it into some big, you know, she threw hot mocha coffee, caramel coffee on somebody and all that didn't happen. Right. Tiffany can take care of her damn self. The part that bothers me is it was from a private convo. Hey, Shanna, obviously private convos are okay to release. If Laura said that Stephanie Brown, Starlight, ML would each have lies about it for a year, just saying. If Laura would have said it, and come on, we all know. I mean, let's not fool ourselves. We all know that what's good for the goose is not good for the gander on here. And I think that's a big reason a lot of people don't like Amber Kay. Lives, not lies. If one has to exaggerate a story to fit their narrative, then I'd say they are reaching a little too hard. Totally agree, main girl. I like Amber Kay too. always liked Amber Kay, even when she didn't like me. But either way, I'm jumping off of here. I got a hard on for nobody on here. Uh, hashtag Mama June. Amber Kay, I don't think you look anything like Mama June. I mean, come on. But I'll be Honey Boo Boo if you have to be Mama June, okay? But I really don't. I don't have no big heart on for anybody on here. There's people I like. There's people I don't like. But I don't wish any harm to the ones I don't like. There's people that I like one day that I don't like the next day, but I like the next day. There's people that I like that do dumb shit that I don't agree with. But doesn't mean I don't like them anymore. So I think I'm going to rename this stream Scrabble or Scramble or something, because we've talked about everything from nuts to bolts. And I've really got to get ready for these mini ponies coming in this house. And I've really got to get my mind set on what I'm going to do with my son. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, they could have at least done the one where she got hot. You're right, Amber Kay. We should take bets on how many lives will take place. Pepper. I might just do that. But either way, my fungus dog is back on the same medicine. I have 2 mini ponies joining our already mini pony. My son is getting out of being incarcerated. He's been clean for over a year. My anxiety is off the charts right now, which is why I can do nothing but laugh at the shit that goes on YouTube. Because when you really sit back and you compare it to real life, it really is just rotten apples. So, Lisa, keep us in, let us know about the baby. And all of you guys have a great weekend. I'll probably, like I said, do a little live Sunday just to show you the 3 mini pony horses galloping around the backyard just for shits and giggles. Who doesn't like dogs? I mean, who doesn't like to see dogs, puppies, whatever. They're not puppies, but have a great weekend. Peace to all the ones I don't like. Love to all the ones I do. And I will see you guys around the tubes.